Hey everybody, this is GGB getting back into second quarter of action, and who would have guessed it? The Mack Rams, the serious underdogs, have a 17-0 lead heading into the second quarter now. The Independent Chiefs are driving down to the Mack Rams 26-yard line after a bad decision by Adeniyi for the Mack Rams, which are rough the passer, and they've been able to keep the ground game chugging, with Jamal Williams bringing out a 1st and 10 into the second quarter. Zach Wilson takes the snap. Blitz here. He fires across his body. He's going to able to complete that pass, though, to Will Fuller. Will Fuller's first catch of the game. He's going to get down to the 3-yard line. Great play made there by Zach Wilson. And the Mack Rams defense starting to look a little bit flustered here. Great pass made there by Zach Wilson. This is the first drive that they've actually had a lot of things going on, and this is their first chance at an actual touchdown here. So it brings up a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. 14 and a half minutes left in the quarter. Under center, big body set. Looks like a goal line as well for the Mack Rams. They're going to go handoff at the nose of Jamal Williams. He's going to immediately get tackled. Great play made there out on the edge by Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward so far having a great game. Obviously, that first interception has set the tone for the rest of the. It was set the tone for the rest of the quarter. Great play there, made by Jimmy Ward on the edge though too, getting to the running back, stopping him well short. Actually, losing yards on that play, which was big. Losing a yard on the play was pretty crucial. Okay. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. Only one tight end set. Jamal Williams lined up beside him. Looks like possibly a 5-man rush by the Rams. They back out 4-man rush. He fires it to a wide open touchdown to Will Fuller. And Will Fuller coming up huge on that drive. Getting all the way down the 3-yard line and then punching it in for the touchdown to make it only a 10-point deficit for the Independent Chiefs. And that's what you needed. This is what you needed. You needed some life on offense. You couldn't have just kept turning the ball over and punting. And you actually get some life on the offensive side of the ball. Will Fuller beats Jimmy Ward on the slant. And that's how they end up getting that touchdown. Great play made there by Will Fuller and Zach Wilson. Justin Yoon out here to kick the field goal. By the way, for those of you who don't know, there's not actually an independent kicker in the NFL named Justin Yoon. Justin Yoon is a player that either went to Notre Dame or he's very close to graduating from Notre Dame. I made him the worst kicker in the NFL. Okay, guys, like there's certain positions where you can't just move players. I did it with the Sun Belt. You can't just have a wide receiver playing quarterback. That would not work at all. So I just give him the benefit of the doubt. And kickers and punters are the same way, although every team has a punter that was in the NFL. Independent Chiefs are the only team without a kicker in the NFL, so they just have the worst kick. Oh my God, Taysom Hill's hair is scaring me, but it's like a celestial being. It's coming off his head. Anyways. Yeah, but you have to have a kicker, so I just made him the worst kicker in the NFL. Sun Belt quarterbacks I'll talk about later in the Sun Belt episode, which is going to be coming up after this. Kicks is off. It's going to be not returnable by Antonio Brown. I mean, he could have returned it, but he takes a knee in the end zone instead. AB decides to save his energy for when he's on offense. And out comes Big Ben Roethlisberger. Last drive, he was perfect. He could not have been better. Tyler Conklin was huge on the drive. Obviously, Deontay Johnson being the one to punch it in. AB was also pretty crucial on the drive. Kenny Golladay had a couple of good catches. Really getting everyone involved here early on. Even Mason Schreck has been getting a good amount of plays on the football field. Kareem Hunt is the only player that has been forgotten so far for this team. Under center, 2 tight end set here with Schreck and Conklin on the field is Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to go play action to Kareem Hunt. It goes free on block, but that's going to be intercepted. Oh, incomplete. Oh, that would have been such a crucial turning point for the Independent Chiefs if you could have gotten that interception. Oh, that one hurts. That one really hurts. If you're the Mack Rams, if you're the Independent Chiefs and you're the Mack Rams, you're breathing a sigh of relief right now because that could have easily been picked off. I mean, it really could have. And the Independent Chiefs let it slip away. 2nd and 10 coming up, and for the Mack Rams, just like that was close. Under center here is Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're gonna go draw here. Oh! Great run there by Kareem Hunt. There really was not a lot there. Ends up picking up about 5 yards. And 5 rushes for 3 yards is not good stats, but Great run there by the Kareem Hunt to get 5 yards and make this a reasonable third and manageable here. But if you can get a stop here for the Independent Chiefs, you went down the field, you scored a touchdown, you finally showed some life on offense, you can get a 3-and-out on defense, that would take the wins out of the Mack Rams' sails quite a bit. So this is a big third down for the Mack Rams. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to take the snap. He fires it quickly, and that's going to be caught by Deontay Johnson. That was really almost too quick to process. But, Big Ben Roethlisberger knew where he wanted to go. He wanted to go to his best receiver on the football field, and giving it to him, that was a great throw. So you just immediately see that, throw that ball in a lot of traffic. Honestly, a lot of traffic there. But he gets the ball to his receiver, to Deontay Johnson. It's caught, brings up a first down, and that was kind of heartbreaking if you're the Independent Chiefs, but still plenty of chances to get stops here. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. He takes that handoff to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get immediately destroyed up the middle for about no gain there. Fred Warner there is credited with the tackle, and Fred Warner is going to be a big player in this game. He has not been yet, but Fred Warner is easily their best defensive player, and he's going to need to step it up if they want to win this game and head to the divisional round. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Takes the snap, four-man rush. He fires quickly again to Deontay Johnson. Getting his rhythm with Deontay Johnson. You can feel the chemistry growing by every throw. Fifth catch of the ball game for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is easily the most connected with Deontay Johnson, which makes sense because he's his number one best overall receiver. But you can definitely feel that they kind of have the Drew Brees, Michael Thomas thing going here early on between these two players. A shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Takes the snap. They bring a blitz. He fires quickly. Oh, that could have been picked. That could have been picked if 29, the Independent Chiefs, got his head around. That could have been a pick six. If he intercepts that ball, the only player that even has a reasonable chance of making a play on that, make a play on him is Deontay Johnson. Now, he could have been tackled by Deontay Johnson, but if he gets past him, then he is going to the house. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger, bringing up a 2nd and 10. It's going to audible something. They bring a 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it. A nice throw over the middle. Getting it to Kenny Golladay. Kenny Golladay, player that got his 2nd catch of the ball game. Byron Jones there with the tackle. Byron Jones is a player for the Independent Chiefs that they recently added with the addition of UConn, and that was a big addition for this football team. Trips to the bottom of the set for Big Ben Roethlisberger. He's in shotgun. Looks like a 3-man rush, although they likely will bring a linebacker. They bring a linebacker. I was right. Throws it underneath to Deontay Johnson, who's going to fight his way for a first down. About 12 yards on that play. And Deontay Johnson, right now, the Independent Chiefs have got to find something to stop him. Because right now, there is really nothing that is stopping Deontay Johnson right now. AB has kind of not been involved this drive. Neither is Conklin. The only other one with the catch is Kenny Golladay. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Former actually fires it quickly underneath to, you guessed it, Deontay Johnson. Only picks up about 5-6 yards on that play, though. But still, regardless, 2nd and 5. I mean, Deontay Johnson's 7th catch of the ball game. Almost at 100 yards already. He has 2 touchdowns already under his belt. Deontay Johnson has just been, quote-unquote, unstoppable this game, so far at least. And for the Independent Chiefs, that's what you should be spending the majority of halftime trying to figure out. 2 tight end set here. Under center is Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to hand off to Kareem Hunt. He goes up the middle, powers his way for about a 2 or 3 yard gain, bringing up a 3rd and 2. And again, I would be getting Kareem Hunt more involved in the passing game. I really would. I think he is a major help in the passing game. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, expect him. He's a linebacker. Hasn't quite made a play yet. He was hugely helpful, though, on the last time the Independent Chiefs played. He's a rookie. He has the ability to be very helpful. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Bring a 4-man rush. He has some time. He fires it quickly underneath to Tyler Conklin, who's going to pick up just enough to get that first down. That's what you use Tyler Conklin for right there. 4th catch of the ball game for Tyler Conklin, 48 yards. Isaiah Rodgers there with the tackle. Brings up a 1st and 10. And this Mack team has looked borderline unstoppable here early on. They have looked every good as their ability on offense had. I always thought their offense had the ability to be elite, to be really great. And they just never quite put it together, but they're doing it so far. Under center here, 2 tight end set is Big Ben Roethlisberger. 1st and 10. They're going to go actually pass here. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it to an open Conklin or Shrek. I don't know, but regardless, touchdown for this team. Great play made there by Big Ben Roethlisberger. It is to Mason Shrek. Mason Shrek, as I was saying earlier, he's about as consistent and solid as of a tight end as you could possibly get in the NFL. I mean, in the Conference of Champions, as you could expect for a lower conference team. Mason Shrek's a good blocker. I mean, as you can see, he's a solid enough receiving threat. No one really worries about him. I mean, who would really worry about Mason Shrek when you have to worry about A.B., Deontay Johnson, and Kenny Galladay? But not to mention Tyler Conklin and Kareem Hunt in the passing game. There's a lot of other options other than Mason Shrek, but Mason Shrek has been getting involved early. Sam Sloman's kick is up and good, keeping their 17-point lead alive. And even though their defense did let up a touchdown last drive, their offense comes back again with an amazing drive for a touchdown. Mason Shrek ends up punching it into the end zone there. Their run game has not been getting going, and if you do end up moving on in the MAC, I'd be very worried about your chances of beating the SEC. They were very low to begin with. Your chances of beating the SEC would be very, very low if you can't get a run game established with Kareem Hunt. That would be a death sentence, asking Big Ben Roethlisberger to throw into the teeth of that defense every time. With Myles Garrett and many other great defensive ends coming off the edge. It's going to be returnable right here. Going to bring it out to about the 30-yard line. Great job pushing through. Averaging 25 yards per return. That's not great, but it's not bad either. Means he's getting about what you should expect from your player every time. So, onto the field comes Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson last time had an amazing drive. He did. He drove his team down the football field rather nicely. And he was really great. Unfortunately, his defense let up a touchdown after that. But if you want any chance of winning this thing, you got to keep pace with him and just hope your defense gets some stops. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. Running back lined up beside him. One tight end set. They're going to go pass here. 4-man rush. This time he fires it underneath. That's going to go to Chase Claypool, I believe. Brings up a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 1. And Robert Spillane with his 3rd tackle of the game. Robert Spillane has been a much bigger part of this football game than I thought he would be. Robert Spillane is a solid enough linebacker, but not a star, that's for sure. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. Trips to the top of the set. Going to go play action here. He has some time. He fires it to a wide open Chase Claypool for going all the way down to the 30-yard line. Huge play. For 31 yards by Zach Wilson and Chase Claypool. And talking about some chemistry, that's what Chase Claypool and Zach Wilson are suddenly getting with each other. Great play, great throw made there by Zach Wilson. Great job recognizing he was wide open. It's going to be interesting. So far, Zach Wilson has been spreading the ball out around quite nicely. I'm going to be interested to see if he picks one receiver like Big Ben picked Deontay Johnson. They're going to go hand off on this one to Jamal Williams. He has a lot of running room on the draw. And he's going to get about 13, 14 yards on that play. Great play call made there by Andy Reid. And this is kind of a really cool matchup between Andy Reid, one of the best offensive play callers in the entire NFL, and Sean McVay, one of the best offensive play callers in the entire NFL. So it's going to be interesting. I think this is the possibility of being a really great matchup with both these offenses being explosive. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson, empty set. Looks like possibly a 4-man rush by the Mack Rams. They do bring him only 4-man rush. He fires it quickly out all the way down the 1-yard line. Great play made there by Golden Tate. Golden Tate, 3rd catch of the ball game for 30 yards, averaging 10 yards per catch. Darius Phillips with his 1st tackle of the ball game. Going to bring up 1st and goal. This is a great chance for the Independent Chiefs to punch this in, get it down to 10. But your defense needs to stop. And eventually, if you're the Independent Chiefs, your defense needs to be a determining factor here. And right now, it hasn't been so far. Maybe they can get it going next drive. At the 1 yard line, 3 tight end set here. Under center is Zach Wilson. Goal line defense, it looks like, for the Mac. They're going to go run up the middle. Jamal Williams is going to get the push. He's going to walk straight into the end zone for a touchdown. First rushing touchdown of the game for Jamal Williams, I believe. Yep. And that's going to cut the lead to 10 points. If you're the Mac Rams, your defense needs to get some stuff figured out. The last 2 drives have been seemingly really easy for the independent Chiefs. To be fair, your defense was the major reason you have this lead to begin with. 2 interceptions early on, the punt they forced. But if you're the offense just needs to keep doing what they do. Mac offense is doing phenomenally well right now. If you could get the run game going, that is my only complaint about the Mac offense right now. It is borderline unstoppable, though. Kick is up and good by Justin Yoon. Even he's not going to miss extra points. He's not that bad. Kareem Hunt's obviously very reasonably disappointed in his play so far. Talking about Ulysses Gilbert III. Sean McVay's giving Ulysses Gilbert III a pep talk. Don't know why that is. I mean, I guess he hasn't been making as many plays as Robert Spillane. 7 minutes left to go in the quarter. This is the possibility of being, again, another AAC Mountain West game where we just get to see elite offenses going back and forth. Case Keenum and Josh Allen, this time Zach Wilson and Big Ben Roethlisberger. Wait till we see some later on in the tournament when we're seeing Jimmy Garoppolo go against Aaron Rodgers. Kick is off. It's going to be taking a knee for Antonio Brown. But yeah, get to see Aaron Rodgers go against Jimmy Garoppolo. You're going to see Patrick Mahomes go against Lamar Jackson. Probably Lamar Jackson. You're going to get to see some really great playoff matchups between players like Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Dak Prescott later on in this playoff. So you got to be really excited. I mean, you have to be hyped for these conference champions. Shotgun here. Big Ben Roethlisberger, 1 tight set in with Conklin. They bring AB in motion. They're going to go fake handoff to him. Fake run to Kareem Hunt. He fires it to an open Tyler Conklin. Great play design right there by Sean McVay to pick up the first down. Gets it to Tyler Conklin, and Big Ben's been killing it. He keeps up this pace. He could easily exceed 400 yards on the day. Maybe even possibly get to that 500 range. If he keeps up this pace, it's not impossible. Bringing up a 1st and 10 for the Mac Rams. Great play design there. I got to give him Sean McVay some credit. Under center is Big Ben Roethlisberger, 1 tight end set with Conklin. They're going to go handoff at the middle of Kareem. He did not have a lot of hole there, but he's able to push his way forward for a 4-yard gain, which is pretty good, all things considering. And that's the best you can really expect from Kareem Hunt. Their offensive line is really not getting any push for him or establishing any holes. So just him bulldozing past the defensive tackle for 4 yards is what you need to expect every play. Shotgun for Big Ben Roethlisberger. He brings his man in motion. He's going to go fake handoff to him and hands off to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get immediately tackled for a 1-yard gain, bringing up a 3rd and 5. Tackle made there by Fred Warner. They just tried to play very similar to that not 2 plays ago. So bringing up a 3rd and 5. It's going to be interesting here. If the Independent Chiefs get a stop, this is a huge stop. This is a huge stop for the Independent Chiefs, and they need it. You can't just keep letting the offense go down the field and get touchdowns every time. It's not how you win football games. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Takes the snap. It's a screen to Kareem Hunt. He has some blocking, but not quite enough. He's only going to get 3 yards, the 5 that he needed. Brings up a 4th and 2. And the Mac Rams are likely going to punt this ball away for the first time in the game. First punt of the ball game for the Mac. First time not scoring for the Mac on a drive. I don't hate the play call for a screen. 3rd and 5, I feel like you could have done something different and actually picked up the first down. The screen's not a bad decision to go there. Brett Kern's coming out to punt this ball away. 50-yard line, you need to pin him at least inside the 15. Here if you're the punter. Punt is off. It's going to go out of bounds. Shanked at 25-yard line. Would have been better just to do a touchback. Great field position here. If you're the Independent Chiefs, you finally have your offense going. Past 2 drives have led to touchdowns. Jamal Williams has gotten going, so has Chase Claypool, and this is a chance to cut it to a one-possession game. Heading into the second quarter, you were down by 17 points, have a chance to make it 3, maybe tie it before halftime. That would be a huge win for the Independent Chiefs. Shotgun here for the for Zach Wilson. Looks like probably a 4-man rush. They bring a blitz with a 5th man. He's going to get him. Sacked, I believe, by Robert Spillane. Robert Spillane's first sack of the game, 4th tackle of the ball game. And great play made there by Robert Spillane. A guy, again, the Conference of Champions breeds unlikely heroes. You're looking at Jordan Akins for the AAC. A very unlikely hero, but a hero nonetheless for that football team. The Big 12, breeding Emmanuel Ogba into the huge, and Jerry Hughes into the huge threats they are off the edge. The Conference of Champions breeds unlikely heroes, and right now that unlikely hero for the MAC is a man by the name of Robert Spillane. Empty set here for Zach Wilson. 2nd and 16. Looks like possibly a 5-man rush by the MAC. They drop out, only bring a 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it underneath to his running back, I believe, Jamal Williams, who's going to end up getting tackled well short of the line to gain. 3rd and 9 coming up. Second catch of the ball game for Jamal Williams. But this is a chance for the MAC to get a huge stop. Their offense had to punt the ball for the first time in the entire game. Kind of need to stop here if you're the MAC. Shotgun for Zach Wilson. Looks like possibly a 4-man rush. It is a 4-man rush. He has some time as Khalil Mack gets past this guy. Maxx Crosby's bringing some pressure. Maxx Crosby gets the sack. 2nd sack of the game, and both came on the drive for this MAC Rams defense. Finally get some pressure off the edge. The blitz was perfectly timed on the first down with Robert Spillane, and just Maxx Crosby and Khalil Mack being elite on the edges. Khalil Mack making him flee the pocket, and Maxx Crosby right there to clean up the mess. Great play made by their defense. The defense steps up when it needs to, which has been the story so far for the MAC, is their defense playing so elite right now. The punt is off by Townsend, I believe. This is going to be returnable by Antonio Brown. He's going to take the snap. He's going to try and beat him to the outside. He's going to get it to about the 50-yard line. But 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go 50 yards for a 17-point lead heading into halftime would be rather huge for this MAC team. Keep its lead heading into halftime that it had. They get the ball first coming out of halftime. And the MAC is playing extremely well here in this game. I hope I'm not jinxing this team, but it is playing extremely well, and I'm excited to see what they can do on offense here. Big Ben Roethlisberger bringing his veteran leadership to this team, and this is his last year with a chance, and he's hoping to make it to the division round. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to bring a 4-man rush. Screen to the outside to Kareem Hunt. He has some running room here. He has a lot of running room, only going to get about 8-9 yards on that play, though. Great block made by one of the offensive linemen. Kareem Hunt's first catch of the ball game for 8 yards. So 2nd and 2, a lot of choices you can do here. You can do play action and try and hit him deep to either Deontay Johnson or maybe Antonio Brown. You can try and hit Conklin maybe. Under center here is Big Ben Roethlisberger. It looks like a 2 tight end set here. They're going to go hand off. Play action, actually. Fake me out. Fired it. Great play. Getting it to Kenny Galladay. Fake me out. Great play call there by the the MAC Rams. 3rd catch of the ball game for Kenny Galladay. And honestly, the MAC Rams offense has just been so good so far this game. Shotgun for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Kareem Hunt lined up to the side of him. They're going to go play. Pass. Immediately throws it to Deontay Johnson. And you know what? They get 11 yards and a first down. Cannot blame Big Ben Roethlisberger. 2-minute warning here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. And the MAC Rams have a 10-point lead over the Independent Chiefs. And the stadium is pretty quiet. It is not as loud as it normally is. Shotgun here, empty set, Big Ben Roethlisberger. takes the snap. They bring a blitz. He fires it quickly to Deontay Johnson, his go-to guy. Immediately pummeled, but gets 8 yards regardless. Deontay Johnson's 9th catch of the ball game, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. Deontay Johnson has been if you're talking about how good Robert Spillane has been on the defensive side of the ball, Deontay Johnson has been every bit as good on the offensive side of the ball. Shotgun here for Ben Roethlisberger. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. He fires it quickly underneath to Tyler Conklin, who gets tackled 1 yard short of that touchdown. Great play made great read, getting it to Conklin, but great tackle made by Marlon Davis, to keep it out of the end zone for at least a little bit. And this is probably better if you're the Mac, honestly. You can chew some more clock here before trying to punch it in. Shotgun, weirdly enough, for the Mac at the 1 yard line. Takes the snap, they bring a blitz, he fires it quickly. Touchdown, Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's, count them, 1, 2, 3. Third touchdown of this ball game to Deontay Johnson. He has been absolutely killer this game. You cannot ask for more from Deontay Johnson. He's been so good. He's been elite this game. No one can cover him. Him and Big Ben Roethlisberger have such elite chemistry. Could have also thrown it to Conklin, honestly, but it was a more risky throw. Could have been picked, maybe. But Conklin was open if you throw that to him correctly. But it doesn't matter. Deontay Johnson's the guy that Big Ben Roethlisberger trusts the most there, and I don't blame him one bit. Deontay Johnson is by far the MVP of this football game. And this defense has been playing super well, and you have to give credit to them. But the offense has been so good for the Mac Rams. So good. They've punted once. They've settled for a field goal once. Every other possession has been a touchdown for this football team. You have 31 points at halftime against an independent Chiefs defense that was supposed to be one of the best. That's not a Power 5 conference. Like, the best that's not a Power 5 conference. It was supposed to be that. And right now it has not lived up to the hype. The Mac Rams offense has absolutely owned it so far today. And this has the chance to be a Mac victory, possibly. But they have to hold on for a minute 7 heading into halftime. This is going to be returnable. So this actually falls more into the Mac's hand. They only get 2 yards more off that, and they had to chew 4 seconds. So I don't know if that was really worth it. But Zach Wilson retakes the field. Not the best stats for Zach Wilson today. He hasn't exactly been bad. Again, 2 touchdowns. Even his drive team to 2 touchdowns was good. Unfortunately, getting sacked twice and then having to punt back was not good when you could have cut the lead to 3. Now it's back to 17. You have to at least try and get it back to 14 before halftime. Make it a 2-possession game heading into halftime. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. Definitely going to be passes down the stretch. Still have all 3 of their timeouts, keep in mind. They bring a 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it quickly underneath to, I believe, Kyle Rudolph, who's going to get tackled just short of the line to gain. Brings up 2nd and inches. They take a quick timeout. 58 seconds left on the clock. Robert Spillane with yet another tackle. Robert Spillane, again, has been the best player on the defensive side of the ball, which is not something I thought I would say. Honestly, all the defensive players have been great so far today. Empty set for Zach Wilson. Looks like possibly a 5-man rush by the Mac. Probably going to drop one of those guys out. They do. He beats him on an in-and-out route. Jamal Williams does, and he's going to get tackled to the 43-yard line. Chiefs get yet another timeout. And honestly, they're kind of burning timeouts right now. You would have liked to get him out of bounds. Adeniji, I take it back. Adeniji has had a rough game. The big roughing the passer penalty early on, getting absolutely burned on that play. Adeniji has not had the best game so far today. Empty set again for Zach Wilson. 51 seconds left on the clock. They're going to bring a 4-man rush. Khalil Mack gets around the edge. He's going to get another sack. 3rd sack of the ball game, each by a different player. One by Spillane, one by Crosby, and this one, the best player on the Mac's team, period, Khalil Mack, ends up getting that sack right there. Beats his man off the edge and gets the sack on Zach Wilson. They go no huddle, but it's only 25 seconds left on the clock. They're going to go pass once again. Maxx Crosby forces him out of the pocket. He fires it. And only for about a 6-yard gain before they have to take a timeout. Brings up a 3rd and 12 with 18 seconds left on the clock. And if you're the Independents, you need a big play, about, I would say, 20-yard play that gets out of bounds. That's what you need on this play. You got to get in field goal range, or at least makeable field goal range for Justin Yoon. Shotgun here, empty set is Zach Wilson. This is going to be immediate pressure by Khalil Mack, and he gets another sack. And that could be an X factor heading out of halftime, and that would be rather huge, getting his X factor activated. Mack takes a timeout here, forcing a punt, I guess, with 13 seconds left. Probably going to try and go for a block. You might as well. There's no point in not doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, though. I mean, the Mack Rams have played some elite this game. This is going to be returnable. Not really. Immediately cornered. 7 seconds left on the clock. Probably just want to run this ball. Not risk losing a 17-point lead hanging at halftime. There really is no point to doing anything but running here with Kareem Hunt. 7 seconds left of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this video. I really enjoyed watching this game so far. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to go hand off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to have some running room, but he's going to get tackled. Luckily, he did not fumble that ball. And that's going to be the end of the second quarter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, everybody, this is GGB saying adios amigos, and good luck to both teams in the second half.